Hey guys, Sam Raimi has a new movie out. Not that one. But you know, now that I think about it, Raimi's last two movies were this and this. Maybe I shouldn't be so positive about this.
Kansas is full of good men. I don't want to be a good man. I want to be a great one.
You're gonna need this!
If you've seen the trailer, then the premise really isn't that hard to guess. James Franco plays a womanizing carnival magician who is whisked away to the magical world of Oz, where a prophecy has been foretold of a great man who will come out of the sky, dispatch the villainous, wicked witch, and bring peace and balance to the great land of Oz. So it's kinda like Star Wars.
We're in Oz. Aren't you the great man we've been waiting for?
Honestly, I actually really enjoyed this movie. It's a really fun, really charming experience. If you have a family and you have a movie night coming up, then this is a great choice. I'll get into the bad first, and there's not a lot of bad in this. And I'll generally cover what there is less of first. If there's less good, I'll cover the good first. If there's less bad, then I'll cover the bad first. But with this movie, the only real bad things with this movie is there is a bit of like hokey goofiness throughout the movie, but I also think it was trying to strive for the tone of a movie that came out within the same era of the original Wizard of Oz. But at the same time, like there is some like hokiness and goofiness to things. It has a rather thin plot. It's not a bad plot. It doesn't have the structure of The Wizard of Oz, and if you know anything about screenwriting, the structure of The Wizard of Oz is a big deal. It didn't have that structure, and I was a little bit disappointed in that. The narrative is kind of start-stoppy overall. It's not as bad as a movie, let's say, like The Hobbit. The Hobbit, I really couldn't take the pace of that film. I really couldn't take the narrative of that film. Hopefully the other two are going to be better. But with The Hobbit, it was funny because during this movie, especially during the last third, because the chunky parts of this movie are mostly towards the beginning. The parts when it needs to flow, when it needs to be exciting and have action, it works towards the end. And I was thinking towards those moments at the end, this is what The Hobbit should have been like. It should have been, because this movie isn't just action scene after action scene after action scene. This movie's more of a character movie. It's really like trying to. It's mostly an adventure movie, a road movie like the original, but it's really trying to endear these characters on you, and that is the best suit of this movie. The best aspect is that these characters are so endearing. They're so charming and funny. Zach Braff voices this monkey, this flying monkey, who's a good flying monkey, I guess. There's good flying monkeys now. But he is the best thing about this movie. He is. His character is the best thing. I believe his character's name is Gimli. He is the best thing about this movie. He is funny. He always has a quip. He always has a one-liner. I'm getting into the good already, but the thing is, I could be cynical about this because this is a cash grab. It's marketing itself on the name of the Wizard of Oz. And the fact, hey, everybody knows what the Wizard of Oz is. It's in culture. Hey, it's back. The Wizard of Oz is back. Let's fucking, let's go see it. It's back. Pay money for it. That's basically what they're doing here. And I could be a cynical asshole about that. But this movie was so fun. It was so charming. It was just fucking enjoyable. That should be on the poster for a children's film. Just fucking enjoyable, okay? Because this is a children's film. This is very much a children's film. It does have enough to entertain the whole family, but this is very simple, very cute, very pretty. It's not complicated. It's not It's not intellectual. It's not even very like emotionally challenging as a movie, but it's still just a very charming, fun experience, and it is an experience for children and for families, and it has the tone, it has the feeling of a movie like Star Wars, of A New Hope. I want everyone to watch A New Hope, but with like turned around and just listen to the dialogue and realize that is a movie more geared towards children, but this is more geared towards children. But it's still very fun. If you're I'm in my mid-20s and I still enjoyed it, so it doesn't really matter how old you are. I didn't see it in 3D. I don't care to. I don't really like 3D at all, and the local theater that I go to actually fortunately does not show movies in 3D very often, so I don't tend to see movies in 3D a lot. I've heard that I could notice throughout the whole movie that there are moments of like shit coming at the screen. I'm just like, oh, whoa, yeah, this movie was filmed in 3D. I totally forgot about that. One thing I want to mention is, like every Sam Raimi movie, there is the Bruce Campbell cameo in this movie, but it was the same cameo that there was in like the Spider-Man movies. He's a guard and he's trying to keep people out of a place. It's the same thing from the other Spider-Man movies, or from Spider-Man 2, which was his best cameo. Mila Kunis is distractingly attractive. I could not focus on anything she was saying because of her, just her gorgeousness. I really could not focus on anything she had to say. That is a positive in this movie's favor. Surprisingly enough, this movie actually doesn't feel like a movie made by a studio. It does have that in the back of it, yes. This obviously isn't anybody's like dream project. I don't think some guy is just like, whoa, like when they were 15, they're like, I have this story I have to tell. The origin story of the Wizard of Oz. This is like who the fuck cares, you know? So that is in the back of this movie, but at the same time, this movie has all this quirk and charm, and it's a lot of the stuff that you would find in any other Sam Raimi movie. So that's a reason not really to be cynical about it, because this has the feel of a Sam Raimi movie. It is a Sam Raimi movie. So if you have a family night coming up, go see Oz the Great and Powerful. Thank you, guys.
I'll swallow your soul! I'll swallow your soul! I'll swallow your soul!
Swallow this.